Hello, thank you for having the opportunity to present to you Eventora. Well, did you know that the event industry is really, really big? It's more than $500 billion spent every year worldwide for events. That means trade shows, conferences, workshops, and fundraising events. Events are also a big, rich data environment. There are a lot of entities, conference organizers, venues, exhibitors, sponsors, attendees, visitors, who all need to exchange information, and there's a lot of data, and a lot of information, data flows between them. But in most cases, a lot of this data gets lost. It's not captured, it's not used. So there is a lot of value on this big market that it gets actually lost. So we provide a platform so you can get the profile of attendee or visitor, his interest, his online activities, and his on-site engagement at the venue, and you can process them and produce data insights which can also lead to lead generations. Because there's a huge problem on the big amount of money spent on events that the marketing departments or the conference organizer cannot actually measure their return on investment. So we have built a self-service software as a service, which is based on web, on mobile apps, and on Facebook. And actually, the first step is the registration process. This is how it looks. You can get a registration system from Facebook, web, or mobile apps, and get the first point of collecting data for a conference, or workshop, or a trade show. Then we provide the tools to have event branding, and this is stuff that the PR departments of large corporations are really love and do care about them. So you can provide branded experience for your conferences and events. Our first point in data collection is our check-in app, which is a very important, useful tool for event organizers because they really want the check-in information. Who checked in the event, and later on, who visited which booth. And why did he go there? And of course, we provide the real-time instant reporting so that everybody who needs to have this information can have it. And we plan to also enhance this data collection by deploying location-aware engagement, either by deployment of iBeacons or by other technologies that, use mobile phones, especially in the next 2 years. So there's a very interesting space, so that's why there are a lot of very interesting companies operating in this field. Eventbrite is a very well-known company, but we are better in custom branding. We provide more branding options for event organizers and PR departments. Cvent is a really big company, and we want to get differentiated by them by providing more data insights related to location awareness data. And this is the SaaS, software as a service platforms. There's another sector, which are the mobile-first companies. Some examples are Double Dutch or Quip Mobile, which have mobile apps for conference and events, but they don't have a software as a service registration platform. And what happens this year, is actually the software as a service company is going to get more focused on mobile apps or more strong on this, while on the other hand, the mobile-first company is going to get stronger on a central software as a service platform. Our platform already is used worldwide. Events in more than 28 countries have used Eventora to organize conferences and events. TEDx events in 20 countries have used our platform, and this is how we have gained very important experience and feedback on how to operate the system worldwide, with how to scale it, both in technical ways, but in other ways also, as like customer support or business development. In Greece, we have a strong organization as our clients, including research organizations, educational institutions, large corporations or conference centers, and big conferences which are well known in Greece. And of course, we have a lot of startup communities and collab workspaces use our platform to organize their events. We're also part of the professional congress organizers in Greece. These are the companies that organize big conferences and events. So we learn from them, and we approach the conferences the way that they think, the traditional way of doing the conferences. So our main objective is expansion, and how we plan to do this is by establishing local partnerships in key countries, and we have already companies that have approached us and they're looking for cooperation because they know about the platform, and they want to cooperate with us in order to provide it in their own country. We also expand via creating relationships with global corporations and global associations of conference organizers and trade shows organizers. So these are the main objectives of our go-to-market plan worldwide. Our revenue model is simple. We have a subscription-based model and a per event or per conferences cost based on event size. These are our financial projections. We target to reach $50 million in 5 years and break even in 2 years from now. Most of people, both worldwide and in Greece, believe that we are a multinational company who has some offices in Greece, or someone in Greece started to use them and everybody learned about it. But actually we're a very tiny team. I have experience in IT and projects and consulting on big companies or R&D in universities. And I also am a founder of software as a service companies many years ago. Vasilis is the product guy. He's really tough because he has been playing professionally basketball for many years, and he's also a developer who has developed our platform. And we have added to our team, actually he was a user, first started as a user of Eventora, of our platform, and then he used our platform to create an event, and finally he helps us do the international business development, and he has collected interest from countries in Asia that would like to partner with us and provide our platform there. We also have been awarded a lot of awards and distinctions by National Bank of Greece, Infocom, Velti, and Nokia Last or Mobile Monday. And what we plan is to get a first investment of $300,000, and we would establish enterprise sales team or partner with a major company in one country, and also develop a location awareness data collection app. And then in 80 months, we will also need $400,000 to enter a new second market, and at this time we'll also break even. So hopefully you got an idea about our platform and about what we have achieved up to now, completely by personal investment and bootstrapping, and what are our plans for the future. And I will be very glad to take your questions. Thank you.
Questions?
Yeah, I'll do my boring, usual one. So, yeah, let's say you had $1 million. What would you do?
We would go to the United States, and establish sales presence, strong sales presence there, establish relationship with big conference and trade shows organizers. So it would be most of it sales activity.
Sorry, it's an IQ test that I'm failing constantly. Most of the money you're going to use for essentially expanding the sales force.
Yes, most is on sales, and a part of it would be on further development of location awareness apps that would drive more engagement in venue.
And most of the event organizers, are they based in the US or UK or Switzerland? I mean, have you done any?
So we have a lot of, most of the organizers currently are in Greece.
No, for you. I mean, in general, let's say.
In general.
Market size, yes.
Yes, the market size, the US is number one. Then you have Germany and then UK. But there are also some very interesting countries like Switzerland, because a lot of global organizations have relocated there. And actually, we are starting a partnership with a company in Switzerland that will act as a seller of our platform there as an integrator. And we also have partnerships interests by big European platforms for social networking around events. And they're very interested to integrate with our platform because we provide complementary services. And also, Elias have managed to achieve interest for companies in very interesting places. But of course, you need a lot of experience and money to go there, like Korea. Because the model they have there fits very well with the model we have of the service we provide.
And final question, the competition, what is their business model? Is it similar? There are two poles there. One is software as a service. That means most of registration and data around events. These are the first two, for examples. And the second one is more mobile-related, mobile apps related to events. So it's these two words that now try to combine through acquisitions or further development of their portfolio. Thank you.
Okay.
My question would be, I would have liked to understand a bit more what is the competition in the different countries, in Europe, for instance? Is there another player in Germany? And then I would have liked to see a bit about the market. So I assume that many event organizers are not using any event planning tool. So I would have liked to see what is the potential for you to grab as a market share, as a facilitator for events.
Yes, actually this is a good remark because a lot of event organizers still use legacy systems, which are not very good, that are very expensive. And that's why there are many big companies, there's a lot of green field in this space, because there are a lot of things that can be changed. And the whole transformation of data-centric computing and mobile apps provide a lot of means to actually disrupt all this business.
So what percentage, do you have an idea of what percentage Eventbrite and those similar services hold right now of the total event?
In terms of which? If you include the legacy systems or they're actually very small. Yes, it's still very small. Even these are very big companies. The growth that they have in front of them, it's really big for all companies that are.
And what is the current growth? Because I assume that Eventbrite has been around for 2-3 years now.
Yeah, we've seen reports not only for such great companies, but smaller ones that they grow in something like 50% per quarter.
Any more questions? Excellent. Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.